Hello, viewers. Today we'll talk about a pretty interesting film selected at Cannes this year. You all must have heard a lot about Francis Coppola, Ameripolis, or O Canada, and other big production films competing for the highest prize at Cannes. But what if I tell you that there is a film here that has a unique yet pretty heartwarming origin story? Let's suppose that you're a Chinese fella and I tell you to cook the most authentic Indian dish ever. Everything, from its ingredient and flavors to the process, must be so accurate that it seems as if an Indian has prepared the dish. Now imagine how interesting it will be if I tell you to make a completely authentic Indian film, even if you are not an Indian. Seems like I'm kidding, right? But let me tell you, a Bulgarian filmmaker has made this impossible task possible. This creative genius is a Konstantin Bojanov, an underrated Bulgarian filmmaker whose Indian film called Shameless has been selected for the Uncertain Regard competition this year at Cannes. No doubt this is a huge honor for him, but it didn't come easy to him. This film truly deserves this honor as it has done a great task on cultural fusion. We all talk about making cultures and experimenting with different art from different countries. But how many times are we sensitive for the artists and problems of a country? Konstantin makes a difference here. All the actors in The Shameless are completely Indian and the whole shooting process of the film took place in India. You will be amazed to see the authentic people, places, and every elaborate storytelling by Konstantin in his film. The film is based on the life of a female sex worker in India who discovered her attraction to another woman. Both of them try to escape the pain of living in a society that exploits them every day. The characters in this film go through so many difficult emotions, past trauma, stereotypes of bisexual relationships, and the pain of having a sex worker. This film is a very sensitive take of the sexuality and freedom women's in quite traditional society. So safe to say that this rare creation can go to become a milestone for queer films in India. But wait, not just India, but world cinema, I think, because each rumble and rooted stories are pretty rare in Hollywood and other major films industries. It's like I'm being honest. Well, you all must be wondering, and I was somehow yes when I heard of this film for the first time. Why would a foreign director make a grassroots level Indian film? Isn't it too risky or a risky of a project? To list just one, there's a huge chance of being charged with the infamous cultural appropriation. But you will be glad to know that the Bulgarian director's history with India is not new. He found his passion for traveling through the roads of India. While doing so, he very closely observed the people, their culture, their personal stories. This inspired him to make such an original film that will feel like seeing those lives again on screen. So he made the first documentary of his career dedicated to India, called 9 Lives. In search of the sacred modern India, then he took his next big step with the film The Shameless. I'm so excited for this film. I really do hope that it will be successful at Cannes and also become a light and the most curious case at the biggest film festival in the world. So, all the best to Konstantin Bojanov in his exciting film. This is it for today, but not the end, of course. We'll be coming back with more amazing films and stories from the 2024 cans. Stay tuned for more.